Hello everyone, Viking Piper here, and today I'd like to go over a pretty cool pipe. Number one, got my Boston Scally cap on. It is the Black Rose. Got my pin there, and I do have two more on the way. Hopefully, they'll both get here. I ordered at different times, sometime soon, but since we have all this snow in Cincinnati, I hope they're going to be okay and they get delivered properly. But for the meantime, I'm just going to enjoy the ones I've got now. Let's see here. I do have a pretty cool pipe. This pipe is, I would have guessed, I think it's just a freehand pipe, but it's kind of in the shape of a pickaxe pipe or a tomahawk pipe. But I really enjoy it. I have smoked this quite a few times. It doesn't have a name, but I did get this from Danny Boy Pipes. It does have just a standard acrylic stem, nothing fancy about it. But I got this pipe mainly because of how thick the walls are. I love that little pick at the end. It has a nice groove here where, it fits pretty well in the hand. So I really enjoy this pipe. I wish it had a name or a carver or something, but I just don't know. I got this probably 4 or 5 years ago, but it's been a pretty sturdy pipe for me. I do generally smoke it in the winter time too, because that's when I'll sit back and light it up. If I'm outside or working in the garage or something, I do like to have this pipe here. It's pretty steady. It's a nice workhorse for me, and it just battles through everything. So I always enjoy having this pipe. Now, if you go on the Danny Boy's site, which their Christmas sale is still going on, 15% off everything, just FYI, you won't find this. I don't know if this was only at one of the Renaissance festivals, like when they were doing the fairs, but this pipe you will not find. So anyways, let us go into the tobacco for today. I'm doing my second to last of the Smoky Vale pipe tobacco. And I got this from my old friend Smoky Vale, good old Rick. It is the Vanilla Cavendish by Cornell Diehl. I have not tried this yet, so I got 2 ounces because it's a Vanilla Cavendish. I love Cavendish. It's just my kind of tobacco. And Cornell Diehl, you can rarely go wrong with Cornell Diehl. It says it's a smooth, lightly sweetened Vanilla Cavendish, easy smoking, balanced, and crowd pleasing. And again, you get the nice thank you sticker there. Smoky Vale does a really good job with all of his packaging. And I think he's got a couple pipe drops on there, and he's got a lot of tobacco. So definitely go check out his website. It's just Smoky Vale Tobacco, or SmokyValePipeTobacco.com. Okay. It's very light, but I can smell the vanilla right away. I don't know. I feel like that's more than 2 ounces. He might have topped me off a little bit. But that's kind of what you get. Now, this is probably the golden Cavendishes and things like that. I'm a big fan of the darker Cavendish, just like Rivertown tobacco. Look at all the dark Cavendish in that. That's just the kind of ones that I prefer. I like the darker stuff. All right, so we are going to load this pipe up. All right. Let's light her up. Ooh. Huh. I was not expecting that. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm not used to smoking the like a golden Cavendish by itself. But that, hold on. Okay, I just did a little bit of research. Now I'm a big Cavendish guy. I like the dark Cavendish, the black Cavendish. Now this says um, that it is a black Cavendish. It is Cornell Diehl traditional Cavendish base, made even more flavorful with a special vanilla sauce for a sweet, mellow smoke. Guys, I'm kind of confused. I smoked Cavendish for the longest time. Am I missing something here? Because on smoking pipes, just researching this, it says that the components is Virginia, the family is aromatic, the cut is ribbon. Okay, it tastes more like an English tobacco, to me anyways. If I'm missing something, please let me know. But generally, all the Cavendish blends that I generally smoke and have come to know and love are going to be that consistency, that dark, especially as an aromatic. This one is perplexing me. And it says that the components, it's Virginia. Then why is it labeled as a Cavendish? So right off the bat, I feel like I am smoking an English blend. It's pretty harsh. I get a slight vanilla flavor, like a roasted vanilla. Wait a minute. So just kind of researching here, and it just kind of how Cavendish tobacco is made. Nearly any type of tobacco can be used for the Cavendish process, but typically Virginia and burley tobaccos are the most common components. Although some European-style Cavendishes may include oriental leaf or condimental tobacco, such as Latakia or Perique, to add a hint of spice to a blend. There are no rules, so you could take any tobacco you wanted, and if you add some sugar to it and use heat, steam, and pressure, you'll be able to make Cavendish. In the Cavendish process, the component tobaccos are subjected to pressure and heat to draw out the naturally occurring sugars within the tobacco itself. The tobaccos can also be flavored or sweetened either by dipping them or spraying them with the desired flavoring. Typically, that which has an added sweetness is referred to as sweetened Cavendish. while the treated only with pressure and heat would be unsweetened Cavendish. The tobaccos are then pressed, and intense pressure allows the flavors to become more deeply embedded, and the longer the tobaccos are pressed, the more pronounced the flavoring will be in the final product. Wow. So it says, depending on the type of tobacco, adding sugar isn't even necessary for Cavendish. For the red Virginia Cavendish we actually do that without the addition of sugar, says Reeves. It's just darkened with steam, but there's enough sugar naturally in the leaf that it darkens significantly to a deep brown/black, and that's what I like. And that's the same red Virginias we use in most of our blends. Even in their autumn evening aromatic blend. Through the Cavendishing process, the natural tobacco itself loses a lot of its own flavors, which makes it perfect to take on the flavors from the other tobaccos or from outside flavoring agents. Black Cavendish is often made from Virginia tobaccos due to the leaf's natural sugar content. Wow, okay, well, I'm done with the reading on the lesson. Trying to not make this video too super long. So this is one of their base tobaccos, lightly sweetened. Huh. Okay, so I'm sorry. This is weird. I just learned something new today, which is great when which which is great because I learned something about tobacco that I did not know before. I am such a huge Cavendish guy, and I did not know I'm smoking Virginias the whole time. It's just processed more. Now, if you guys knew that, I'm sure most of you did. I don't know. I feel kind of dumb. But again, I'm not going to say I know everything because I don't. I'm not going to lie to you guys and they go, oh, I knew that all along. No. I learned something new, and you guys firsthand saw me learn something new. It kind of wrecks my whole worldview now. But hey, I, I learned something new, that Cavendish tobacco is just a process. It's not an actual tobacco leaf, which I thought it was. And now I know. Wow. So that's why I'm getting that Virginia taste. I'm like, okay, this is an English. This is a Virginia. Wow. The more you know, the more you learn, the better off you are. Huh. It's not a bad tobacco. I like it. It's just kind of rough, kind of harsh. It says the strength is only a 2 out of 5. The room note is a 1 out of 5, and the taste is 4 out of 5. I'd probably give the taste probably about a 2.5 to a 3. The room note, I'm not too sure, just because I just smell it right now. So 2. And the strength, I'd probably give this like a 3. I'm not used to smoking straight Virginias. I probably wouldn't classify it as an aromatic, though. That's just me, and I'm not anybody special to be telling someone else or the makers of this what it is. But it's just so different from any other aromatic that I've ever tried. But yeah, I'm still kind of taken aback by the whole Cavendish is just a process. If you guys didn't know that, let me know in the comments. But hey, that just goes to show you can learn something new every day. I've been smoking for about 7 or more years, and I had no idea. No idea. And I'm still kind of in shock. But anyways, I kind of wish I only got an ounce of it. It's still good, but I think this might be used more for blending. And I'm kind of getting the raw basics, which is good because I do need that. And I'm definitely going to finish it up. But I'm still surprised by it. The pipe, however, smokes great. I love the thick walls on this pipe. I love the dark wood. Unfortunately, you can't really see any of the grain, and it's not marked or stamped or anything like that. I mean, I don't think I paid too much for this pipe, but all in all, it's a good workhorse for me. In other news, you guys are really going to town on that giveaway. Don't worry, you still got a lot of time. You still got till Saturday the 31st to enter in that contest. And just an update, a quick heads up, I am not going to be doing the spin wheel like I said I was going to, just because there have been so many entries that I cannot even type them in. I can't even copy and paste them in to that wheel spin. However, I did. Smoky Vale actually sent me a link, a YouTube video about a site that you can use that takes every comment from a particular video, puts them in, and randomly picks. I've already done a few test runs, and it works. So that's what I'm going to do. And in doing so, that method of picking the winner is going to enable me to do more giveaways. So I've got another pipe lined up for a giveaway. Don't know when that's going to be. Maybe in a couple months. I might do a giveaway every 3 months or so. Don't hold me to it, but I still like giving back, and I still want to share the love of the YouTube pipe community. So I would like to do that still. And doing it this way with the other website, randomly picking a comment and the name of the commenter, that will allow me to do more giveaways. So I'm sitting here thinking, how in the world am I going to type each individual name into the wheel? How am I going to copy and paste each individual person to the wheel? And I'm thinking about maybe I'll just do names from a hat, but then I'm writing over 100 names, and my hands they tend to hurt. So doing this is going to give me the best opportunity to continue to do giveaways, because I already have another pipe lined up for a giveaway aside from the Dwarf's Fane, and I will be able to do even more of them. So I can't wait for that. We're going to do a quick little big yes on the pickaxe pipe here, or the tomahawk, however you want to, or the freehand, however you want to classify that pipe. And then this one here, the Vanilla Cavendish. Man, I'd probably give that a 3 out of 5 for me. Just because I was expecting something totally different, and it wasn't. But I think if I continue to smoke it, I'll probably like it even more. So with that, I am going to sign off for tonight. Hopefully this video is not too long. I do have some edits to make with my stunned research. But I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and commenting. Thank you for subscribing. And most of all, thank you for being kind. Because it's people like you that I'm not afraid to mess up. I'm not afraid to learn something new. I'm not afraid to admit that I didn't know something I should have known. But hey, I learned today, I found out, and that's all that matters, because now I'm a little bit more wise in the ways of tobacco. So with that being said, may your smoke be thick, your mead be sweet. And as always, happy smoking.